Hi guys. Now this segment is about showing you how to make the thrust puck of the bulkhead of the Starship SN8, which is very different than the MK1. If you check the videos from the MK1, there is a big difference. Now I'm not going to show you how to make the dome because it's pretty straightforward. We have seen on previous videos, I have shown you that there are two rings here and then this cone, but this opening will be for the thrust puck. These are the parts that make that puck, let's call it, and it's called like that. And this is a diagram. You can see in the PDF, you will see it much clearer. The parts, they're indicated by letters. Check the PDF and it'll show you how this is put together. You can see this will be the very top with the black circles where the three raptors will go, but it will be on this side that these parts will be glued. This strip will become a small cylinder, and this one will be a cone. We're going to start building this. We're going to apply glue here, and we're going to close this cone. Make use of your tools, a tweezer in this case. There you go. We're going to press hard and let it dry. So there's a little hole there. It's going to be covered by this little circle. I'm just going to apply just a little bit of glue right here, and just like that, this will cover the hole. And you can just remove the excess glue. All right, we're gonna let this dry there. In the meantime, we're gonna do this strip. We're just going to curve it. The colored side is gonna be on the inside, so you're gonna curve it. There are a lot of techniques how to do this, but look how easy. Right? You're just going to glue the ends. Make use of your tools. All right, there you go. We're gonna let it dry a little bit. So ready to glue it. So this piece, we're going to turn it upside down, and we're going to put glue on the outside of this hole so we can glue this ring. Just apply enough glue on the periphery here. All right. And just place it just like that. Press. Okay. And this cone will just go right there, covering it. Okay. So we're going to apply glue now on the outside of the ring. Very good. And just like that, you just drop it. Press a little bit. Let's move it outside from that area. And keep pressing. Until it dries. Let's pause the video and we'll continue. Alright, so there you go. This is how you make the thrust puck of the Starship SN8 and SN9. And this little thing is just glued inside here on top, covering this hole. And here is the complete model, how it looks like. And this is how it looks from the inside, from the bottom. You could see it there. All right. So after this, I'll show you how to add the extra parts, including the raptors. There's a video for the raptors also, and the rings on top. All right. Okay, let's continue. And now I'm going to show you how to add the rings that go surrounding the thrust puck of the SN8. Here I have the rings, and there are little brackets that will support, that will hold these rings. All right. So I have a better camera here. I have another. It's my iPhone. Better view. Show you up close. And if you notice on the dome, there are these markings, these little dark markings here. That is where the little brackets or supports will be glued. And they're very tiny pieces. I already have completed 5 of them, but this is how it looks. It's they need to be folded in half, and like that, put together. Just like this. All right. So there are 6 of these that will go on these markings. So let's proceed. And I am going to add glue on this last one. Use your tools, use your tweezers, regular Elmer's glue for this task. A lot of patience. Let it dry. So we're gonna start putting each of these brackets in these on the markings here. Notice that it has a small base and a thicker end. So the smaller base will need to be glued on top of the dome. Just like this. You just insert it there, and it will stay in place like that. We're gonna do the others one by one. The side that it's notched, that has a little irregularities, a lot of cuts, it is facing towards the thrust puck, towards the inside. All right. There it is. Another one. Okay, just like that. Okay, just a little bit of glue will work. You gotta be careful with these tiny pieces. You don't want them to drop on the carpet, on the floor. It will be very hard to look for them. So there it is. Now it will just be a matter of letting all these pieces dry out, and then we will install the rings on top. All these 6 fixtures need to be completely glued, as you can see. All right. Now we're gonna leave this piece dry out here, and we're gonna work on these 3 rings. In the PDF, there's an indication that one is the base, the middle, and the top. Usually the top is the one that is open. All right, so we're going to leave that one, and here I would need to just look for the smaller one here. So it's actually the smaller one, the smaller ring will go first. Will go. And then the other one will go in the middle, and the one that is open will go on top. Now to glue these, we just have to use a few drops of glue. We're just putting just a little bit of drop, so you could see that like the real thing, these rings do not like glued like a sandwich. No, there is gonna be some gap in between. Okay, just like that. Very lightly. Okay. And this will go right there, but we're gonna let it dry. Okay. And we're gonna put in this case we're gonna put glue all over. You really don't have to bother estimating where is it gonna touch, which brackets are gonna be, and which parts are gonna be touching the brackets to put glue. No, just put glue on all this ring. All right, and gently now the opening, try matching the opening of that other ring, the top ring, matching with the drawing of those two pipes here. Try centering it just like that. There. Do your best in centering the entire thing. Eventually it will dry. There will be some spots that will need extra glue. There you go. If it doesn't work, you can remove the ring and just put glue on, just a drop of glue on the top of each bracket and then put the ring back. But in my case, it's working, it's there. Now, we can proceed to put in the raptors, the 3 dot circles are for each raptor. All right. But with these V-shaped parts sticking towards the outside and the little cylinder going to the center, facing the center, maybe like this. Okay. There's a video that I made showing how to make the raptor, so check that one out. I prefer using instant glue, crazy glue to put the raptors. Just put a little drop here. And you gotta work fast because that glue dries out very quickly, but be careful, and you have to be ready to center how it should go. The V tabs going outward right there, and the cylinder facing it the inside. Okay, that's the orientation. Now let's move on to another raptor. All right. There. We got two. One more. There it is, the three raptors already installed. Nice piece. Okay. All right. Something important to that I was forgetting to say is that the rings have to be pushed further down towards the bottom. So if you could see here, it kind of, the brackets are embracing the rings. Okay, so in other words, don't just let the rings sit on top of the brackets very lightly. No, they have to be pushed in all the way. And that way, you're making sure that it's well centered. All right, so it's already glued. And now we can proceed to putting the gimbal struts. Now, this is kind of tricky, and it all depends so many factors, how well centered the raptors are, and the brackets and the rings. But nevertheless, these struts, just follow the little graphic that it's included in the PDF, so you can see how the little gimbal struts are placed. Notice that it has a long bar and a little short bar. So the little short bar will be heading towards the dome. The long one is glued in the cone where the nozzle starts. So we're gonna start adding glue on those two on the ends of the strut bar. It's not gonna be perfect. Just try aligning it there. Like that. Okay, we'll do the other two. Once this is done, then we can place it inside the engine section. Just follow the orientation of this gimbal strut on the PDF, so you will know which part goes up or down. Okay. All what you see here is based on photos of the real hardware. So the size of the rings are estimated only, and I did everything on my drawing board on Illustrator, trying to put all these parts fitting to fit. So it's not like SpaceX gave me a blueprint for this, you know. So but along the way, there were a lot of other members in the community that are great in taking photos and making diagrams, and with their permission, I was able to get one of those blueprints, and it helped a lot for the design of this bulkhead. All right, so here it is. The struts have been installed. We're going to let this piece dry, and then we're going to insert it into the engine section. This is how it looks from the top. Okay, and now we're going to install the bulkhead into the engine section. The orientation is very important. Notice that these bars that are showing here, this would be the umbilical area. All right, so one of the engines. This one that is centered with these drawings, these tubes here, this will be facing to the umbilical area. Okay, we're gonna be placing glue along the edge here, so by gravity the glue will fall and it will stick to the former. All right, so we're gonna do that. So this is how I put the glue. All right. So being very careful how to orient this. Remember, these two drawings, these two pipes will be aligned with that drawing. We can grab it lightly from the rafters and we're going to insert like this, trying to center these two rafters with the wings like a triangle, just like that. And this engine is centered with that umbilical. This is the umbilical area. And now we're gonna let it sit like this until it fully dries. All right.